Hello, this is Char-Char.
And Sparky.
And it's the Char-Char and Sparky show coming to you from this beautiful balcony here in Colorado. And we had a couple of technical things go on, and so we're bringing you this episode today about what is a conscious-preneur. And Sparky, do you have any special news before we get started?
I don't, but I think you do. That you've got a major thing coming out live, isn't it, this week?
Indeed. As I've mentioned in some previous videos, I have been working very hard on something called the Be Your Own Guru Masterclass. This is a class that I'm teaching to help folks who want to tap into their inner genius and their inner guru to manifest a life that's of your ultimate design, essentially, is what it boils down to. And we just wrapped the live course, and I've submitted the materials to Authentic You Academy at Authentic You.
That's huge, people.
Yes.
Very huge.
So now I'm a listed instructor with Authentic You Media, which is AuthenticYouMedia.com. And I'll leave all that information underneath this video for anybody who wants to check that out. But Be Your Own Guru Masterclass, the self-paced course, going live on Authentic You Academy this next week.
Yep, and I'm telling you, folks, I am taking the course. I'm still working out. I'm a little bit behind because things have been hectic, yet awesome lately. But it's a game changer, and I think it is whether you're a entrepreneur or not, just really figuring out, how to get out of ruts and to figure out your purpose and just run with it.
Well, it's actually, I was telling a friend of mine who is a cognitive behavioral therapist about the program and what I'm teaching.
Right.
And she said it's pretty similar to cognitive behavioral therapy in the sense that what we're doing is we are plucking out the stuff that no longer serves you, and we're placing new seeds that are more conducive to your growth in a positive way. So really excited about that course, and it ties in, I think, pretty well with our subject this week, which is what is a conscious-preneur?
Guess who coined that term? Well, at least we think she.
Yeah. I take credit. I'll take credit for everything. I take credit for everything. I'm the idea girl. I tend to be the kind of the rainmaker.
In a big way, yeah.
And
in a lot of lives.
I like to joke that I'm kind of like a chaos catalyst, because change can be kind of chaotic, but
kind of.
Yeah, well, it's an understatement. I mean,
right, yeah.
It's all in how we choose to respond, of course, to the situations we're presented to in life, with in life. But sometimes that's easier said than done.
Oh, absolutely. And there's only one thing in life that you can count on. Well, two. God's number one. But number two is that there will be change. So if you're in the midst of something ugly, like I think we've all been there. I've had a decade of stuff that we're going to talk about at one point.
Yeah, me too.
And so whether life is the good, the bad, or the ugly, just take solitude or not solitude. What's the word I'm looking for? Find peace in the fact that it's going to change. And you have to embrace the change when it's not the change you want.
Yeah.
Because there's always a reason for it, even though you can't see it while you're in the midst of the shitstorm.
Agreed.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think my biggest area of opportunity when it comes to change is trusting. Trusting that the change is for my own good.
Right, yeah.
And embracing it with fearlessness, which is something that I'm teaching in the Be Your Own Guru Masterclass. Okay, that'll be the last time I plug it, I promise.
No, but it's good what I'm telling you. So much of that resonated with me, Charlotte. And one of the speeches I've given before, I said when fear knocks, let faith answer.
Yeah.
And that is just that's imperative. To survive this thing called life.
And survive being a conscious-preneur because.
Oh yeah.
I mean, have you experienced anyway from being an entrepreneur, like lots of activity and then like none, and lots and then none? It's like sometimes it's feast or famine, and You could be really, really, really dead, like not busy for a week.
Yes.
And then you could be like completely overwhelmed the next week with so much activity. And one of the things about being a conscious-preneur is being able to like ride that ebb and flow with grace. You know, like it's really difficult sometimes.
Oh, it is, because you have to trust the money's going to be there.
Yeah.
Right, and that goes back to the thing we were talking about before the cameras run. We were talking about dating and false starts. You're like, oh, you know, this person's kind of cool. Well, same with your business. And you go, okay, this looks like it's really going well, and you're so busy, you don't know what to do with yourself. And then the next week, it's slowed down, and it is that ebb and flow. And it's like you said, that's a good way to describe it, Char.
Yeah.
Right that way.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because one thing that I've been coming across to me a lot lately is, have you seen that it's like a 30-second clip of Bruce Lee, and he says, and it's something he's talking about, be like water, like be like the container that you're poured into, and instead of in like flow with the energy of life, as opposed to trying to like paddle, fight it, because
that can be ugly. Swimming upstream is what it can feel like.
Yeah.
Which, that's a description.
A lot about being a conscious-preneur entails a lot of like letting go and letting God, I think.
Right.
And it's absolutely imperative, I think, to you have to be willing to take calculated risks.
Yes, you do. Have you actually told them yet what a conscious-preneur is, what your definition is?
Oh, okay. So yes, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Sorry.
That's all right. We're talking about this awesome coined term that no one's ever heard of.
Basically, a conscious-preneur is a faith-based individual who is running a business, or a faith-based business that's being run by most likely a faith-based individual. So I have a faith-based business with respect to what I do with like law of attraction and prosperity work. And I mean, I have a real passion for helping to motivate others by putting them in touch with their own source of wisdom. Like, because it's my opinion that everybody was put here with a specific promise in their heart, and a lot of us have forgotten it.
Even Bella.
Yeah. Bella thinks she's an attack dog.
She's in obedience training. We're trying.
Yeah.
She's not spoiled or anything.
I have to tease her though, because she's like 7 pounds soaking wet, right? So she tries to charge up on these like 90-pound dogs.
She's a snack. She doesn't know.
I know. I'm like, nobody's taking you seriously, Bella. Look at you. Okay?
Don't let her.
I mean, I love you. I love you, Belle. Anyway, so Bella is not a conscious-preneur, but both Monica and I are. And let's talk a little bit about what it means to be a spiritual or faith-based business owner. What is that like? I mean,
that's a loaded question.
Yeah.
Which avenue do we want to take on that?
Wherever you feel led to go, my darling.
That's a good answer. I think, to me, it means faith. When I say that, I know that I'm living my purpose, right? Working towards my goals to where, I am helping just people find the growth, right?
Yeah.
But it's during that time where it's up and down and up and down. And then that is when you need a lot of faith. And that is a conscious-preneur, someone who says, you know what?
Yeah.
Yes, I know this is rough right now, but I'm going to keep going.
Yeah.
Or when you've got friends and some well-intentioned or associates, well-intentioned to say things like, and maybe you're familiar with this, Char-Char.
Yes, this happened recently. Thank you for bringing that up.
When someone says, who's going to pay for that?
Right.
Or what do you think you're doing? You can't do that. You need to go get a real job. Right?
Right. Or you're not going to ever be able to accomplish that. That's what I heard lately.
Right. Yeah. And so the naysayers, you got to have faith to work through that, because logic will tell us, like I grew up, this is what you do. You go to college. I've got 2 degrees. I was working on a PhD. The third one, I decided, wait, what am I doing? Do I really need to do this? Right? And living this linear life, and to be able to step in to be a conscious-preneur and step out in faith. Because that's really what it means. So during all those different times when people are saying, what are you doing? Are you sure you want to do that? How are you going to make money? You have to pay for it. I mean, all those things. You've got to have faith that in your heart that you were anointed, so to speak, to do that.
When your faith is galvanized, nothing anybody could say will be able to deter you from pursuing your purpose.
Right.
And that's where you really tap into the fearlessness that's associated. It's like you have a knowing that this is absolutely what you were sent here to do, and there's no way that there could be any block for you. And so, and a few people have reached out to me lately and have said, you know, like when you're about to have a major breakthrough is usually when, you know, the darkness rises against you to try to like pull you down. It's like crabs in a bucket.
Right.
You know, like they don't.
You're holding on to the edge.
Yeah.
And they're dragging on your legs,
yes.
pulling you back down.
But I got like.
They don't want you to escape.
I got a good hold on that ledge, man.
Oh, that's a good analogy.
Yeah.
The naysayers don't want you to escape the bucket because they were smart enough. They should have been able to do it.
Well, what I found is that a lot of people, when they're communicating their limitation upon you, like their personal idea of what you're limited by, it's not a reflection of who you are, it's a reflection of their own thinking. So part of being a conscious-preneur is being independent of all that, because there are going to be, Wayne Dyer says that he'll give a speech to 1,500 people and he'll have 1,500 different opinions of the speech he just gave. So, you know, it's all based on your perspective. I know in my heart what I've been sent here to do, and without a doubt, we'll go a little bit more into the story at another time. I think I might have already actually told it about how I was inspired by death.
Right. Boy, death changes. That's a whole other topic. That's going down the pipe as well.
So, but and we kind of touched on this already, but being in the world and not of it, when you're a conscious-preneur.
What does that mean?
Well, it means not allowing the crabs to drag you back into the bucket, and having a heart for the world and wanting to serve humanity. And the way that I always say that you serve humanity is through sharing the gift that you were sent here to share with the planet. Yeah. Like for some people that's music, some people that's art, for other people it's health coaching. You know, for me, I have a passion for writing in particular. And
look at how many lives you change through either the readings you do or the coaching you do, the classes you teach.
And how many lives you've changed? Because like Monica's
only one.
No,
I'm kidding.
No, but like Monica was the one who found me like in a crumpled mass on the floor, sobbing and crying, basically, and like pulled me up.
Little messy friends.
Yeah. Well, I was going through a lot of stuff, and I am a fire sign, so I am very passionate, and that goes whether or not I'm joyful, passionate, or absolutely devastated, passionate.
Right. But that also means that anyone who is going to be a conscious-preneur, what you just described, you probably have to be able to prepare yourself for that. If you've not been through that point in your life yet, it's coming.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So prepare. And it's not all a bed of roses. We're here for a reason to grow, to love, to change. And these experiences are what does that.
So we can convince anybody out there to jump off the ledge and become a conscious-preneur yet?
Yeah, right? Both of us can help you. That's what we do.
We're painting a beautiful picture, though. You're going to be sobbing, and people are going to be telling you how much they hate you. No, no. But on the other end of the spectrum, it's very, very rewarding.
Right. Well, tears, when you're coaching someone to find their purpose and to really light the fire under them to get the ball rolling on their life, tears are going to come.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen, you know, aware, conscious grown men who are willing to go there. And that's a man. That's a real man. Hard to find.
So
right? But your emotions, you're going to face blocks that you've got in your life, whether people said you can't do that, whatever it is, and you can help you with that. That's good stuff.
Well, in blocks, when you are jumping off on that ledge of becoming a conscious-preneur, people will attempt to block you. There may be temporary blocks that come into place, but you have to understand that when you're aligned with your source of manifestation, whatever that may be for you, that some doors that close are because it's not ready for you yet there. And that's something that being a conscious-preneur, you have to be well aware of. It's like, okay, so I was taking this path and that door closed, so maybe not now.
Embrace it.
Yeah.
God always answers prayers. It's either yes, no, or
not yet.
now.
Yeah.
Right, not now.
Yes.
And geez, that's so true.
Yeah.
I've had doors, I'm like, oh my God, this is it. This is the big break, or where I'm going to be able to help thousands of people at a time, and then the door closes. You're like, well, and but what do you do as a conscious-preneur? And this goes, we can talk about dating. It goes back to that same thing. When a door closes, what do you do with that? I personally know from experience that number one, I show gratitude. For that door closing, because I feel that God is moving things around.
Right.
And that's the saying I put on Facebook the other day. When your life feels like it's falling apart, I don't know if you said it originally, maybe it's being put into place.
Yeah.
So whenever a door closes, whether it's in my business, with a friendship, maybe I do date, and it is hard. And I may go, oh, I can hang out with this person. They're going to close the door shuts for whatever reason. Me, him, whatever it is, something's just not right. Just count your blessings and think, if that, whatever that was, if it felt, the circumstances felt right, it was good energy, a good feeling, take that and multiply it times 1,000.
Yeah.
Because when God closes the door, He's got something better in place.
Oh, yes.
And so just hold on to that, and that's part of your manifesting, right?
Yeah, it's like, it's something along the lines of, I was actually interviewing somebody, Jenny Lynn Coley of Access Your Genius for our Guru Tuesday podcast. And
right.
One of the things she says is, if not this, how can it get better?
Right.
You know?
Magnify it.
Yeah. And
that's a good one. Magnify it, baby.
Yes. And I'm just going to throw this out here because it's not on the agenda to talk about, but I found it highly useful for my life when I'm trying to pull myself out of a rut as a conscious-preneur or as an individual in general. When I'm taking a shower, I sing mantras to myself. This week my favorite one was, I make it rain money. And I just kept on saying that over and over again in the shower. By the time I was out of the shower, I was really super excited for my day. Whereas I had originally woke up and I was feeling kind of like meh. So mantras or affirmations are pretty much a daily practice for me.
Absolutely.
As a conscious-preneur.
They need to be.
Yeah.
And not only that, but you've got to put it out there what you want it to look like.
Right.
Right? And what was the mantra you said?
I make it rain money.
Oh, yeah. Go forth and prosper.
Yeah.
And then what's the answer to that? Right? And it only gets better.
Yep. I've been, something that I have been borrowing from the Access Consciousness people is how can it get even better than this? Because I've been recently presented with some challenges.
Or two.
Yeah. But I keep on asking, how can it get better than this? And everything falls into place. So I think that the core
I just lost myself
of being,
sorry,
extra flavor for later. No,
the core.
Yeah, the core of being a faith-based entrepreneur is that word, faith. Because it's like when I started writing the Be Your Own Guru masterclass. I woke up one morning with the idea.
I think God puts those ideas on our brains.
Yeah.
They don't just come out of nowhere. Right. They're created.
Right. And I had asked, I said, how can I serve people? How can I make an impact on
that
people?
Is the biggest question.
Yeah. Because
we are here for several reasons. One is which to love and serve one another. Huge.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Right.
We may have to talk next week about what I learned in at church today. I go to Flatirons. And, to love one another, love thy neighbor. What does that mean to you? That's
love thy neighbor.
Right.
Okay. We can put that on the agenda.
Yep. Let's do it.
So with that, you have something to celebrate, right? Did you just accomplish something?
I did. Yes. So Centura Health, I've got a contract going with them in medics to become a credentialed trainer, and I'm just so excited. So my assignment is with physicians and surgeons.
Nice.
That should be interesting. I'm going to go teach them. I'm excited about it.
She's going to be a rich doctor.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Freeze. Okay. We unfroze.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's an exciting thing, and you know, and that's one of those doors. When I first, a recruiter contacted me and said, we want to do a 6-month contract with you. I was like, oh, 6 months, you know, what if I have to give up some clients or change this around and, you know, and let some things go. And so I said, no, thank you. And I started thinking about it the more I talked. And I thought, you know what, God's opening this door.
Yeah.
And it's for a reason. So, and I've already met at least one person whose difference I am going to make in her life in a big, big way. I can't share any details, but I just know she lets me in. I'm changing her life, and that's what it's all about. That's what my business is about.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I digress. That's one of the celebrations. I got tons of celebrations.
Yeah, there's been a lot of like landmark moments for both of us lately.
Right.
So, cheers to that, my darling.
Amen. Oh, Heaven Fest 2016, Andy Beecham, Eric Beecham, my prayer warrior buddies. We volunteered. Oh my goodness, we had a great time. Met an incredible new friend who's now my Facebook friend as well. So got the chance. I had a free hug sign, and we did the switch and bait, which was hysterical. It's Heaven Fest, so there are a bunch of Christians typically. So one side, Charlotte was the mastermind behind doing the signs. Her artistic work went to work when I sit here and complained about it all morning before I went that I had to do it. And Charlotte's like, give me the poster board.
Well, I'm all about creating solutions.
Right, yeah. So I complained until I roped her into doing it somehow. I don't know how that works. One side, and this is so funny, I have to share this, and I know we're getting off topic. One side said free hugs, and the other side said need prayer, ? And it was awesome because a lot of people want hugs, but when you say, can I pray for you? They're like, no, I'm good. And I'm just as guilty. I'm like, no, I'm good, I'm good. So instead we did the bait and switch. This was awesome. It was, so free hugs, and people come up and they'd hug you. And while you're hugging them, you don't let go. You give them a big squeeze and say, not can I pray for you? Because that's a yes, no. What can I pray for you for? And I'd ask them their name. And some I'd pray with right there, and some I'd pray with afterwards. But we had a good time. And there was a very nice looking medic there that I flirted with. He's probably taken, I looked for a ring, and I don't think they can wear a ring.
So if you're watching Medic,
such a nice guy.
The gorgeous gal who's holding.
Bald. Name started with an R.
Well, you never know. You never know. The universe works in mysterious ways.
Oh, amen, right?
So, at any rate, I think that probably wraps it up for today.
Yes. We have so much more to talk about. Yeah.
We have a lot more to talk about. I mean, we could probably talk for like 6 or 7 hours, but we have like housework to do.
We're going to go organize my office. So that's a little bit of a nightmare.
It's really exciting, right? Yeah. Anyways.
But we set aside the day.
Yeah, it's good. No, it's good.
All right.
So, at any rate, we will be back next Sunday. And we'll talk about, what's the topic? I had to put in the agenda. Oh, loving thy neighbor.
Yeah, I think it's a great topic. And really quick to clue this in, you're going to make a tic-tac-toe sheet. And we'll tell you what to do with it when you tune in with us. So come next week with a piece of paper and a pen so you can make that tic-tac-toe sheet, and we can show you how to love your neighbor.
Yes, and love yourself more.
Amen.
Through loving your neighbor.
Boom.
All right.
Peace out, friends.
Yep. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next Sunday.
Later.